And when he finds that the image of Christ is not being renewed in you, he will cut you down. No questions asked. There's coming a day where there will be no more long suffering. There's coming a day when there will not be another invitation given. There's coming a day when you will not hear another message preached. There's coming a day when you will not have anyone beg you to give your life to Christ. That's why the Bible says, boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. So may I say to you that are here today, that we do not know when he shall come for us or when we shall go to meet him. Our responsibility is in making sure right now that we are ready if the Lord should come back this very second. Are you ready? Is the image of God being renewed in you? And it can only be renewed in you as you have come and trusted Christ as your Savior. That's the only hope that you have. It's the only hope that you have. Well, maybe you're here today and in your heart you question, what should I do to ready myself for God's judgment? I'll get you three things we'll be done. Number one, get rid of your hellish pride. Get rid of your hellish pride. This was the initial fault of Jesus' crowd, they remember. As it begins in Luke chapter number 13, they said, oh yeah, everybody else is worse than we are. Everybody else needs this. Everybody else needs this message. Everybody else, well, I wish so-and-so could hear this. They really need this. It's pride. You know who needs it? You do. Get rid of it. Get rid of the pride that tells you that the message, that salvation, that God, that the Bible, that the church is for everybody else but you. Understand this morning that God is not just interested in the masses, that God is interested in you. In you. It is a personal salvation. It was a blessed day in the Apostle Paul's life when he could translate over from the fact that God so loved the world, from John 3:16 to the progression he would make to Galatians 2:20 when he would say that Christ loved me and gave himself for me. And Jesus said to that crowd on that day that he addressed, and he says to us that are here today, unless you repent, you shall all likewise perish. You may not die in an automobile accident. You may not die of a massive heart attack. But when you die, there will be swift judgment. And if you die without the image of Christ being formed in you, if you die lost, the swiftness of judgment will be seen in picturesque of Luke 16 when the rich man died, and in hell he lifted up his eyes being torments. There's no state of purgatory. You understand? There's no limbo. There's no soul sleep. There's no waiting around. There's no baptisms for the dead. And when you die, your fate is sealed. And sir and ma'am, if you die without Jesus Christ, you experience the swift judgment of God, in that you will open your eyes in an eternal place of consequence. Number two, give Christ his proper place in your life. Give Christ his proper place in your life. Somebody said that you have to make Jesus Lord, and he said, you're about 2,000 years too late for that, sir.
That's right.
He's already Lord. But you'll have to allow him that privilege in your own life. Stop making Jesus a side performance or a tradition simply to keep alive for you and your family's sake. Stop making it something that you fit into your schedule every once in a while. Unless there's something that you deem more important, something that you care more for. That's idolatry. That's in violation of the first of the Ten Commandments, and no idolater will inherit the kingdom of God. Realize that Christ is the Lord of glory. But that him being the Lord of glory is not enough. He has to be your Lord. And therefore you have to bow to his lordship. You come to him and acknowledge him for who he is, and take him for who he is, and stop being a rebel in your heart. Number three this morning, and I'm done. Trust him. Trust him. As soon as you can trust Christ, the work's finished. This morning, you don't need to know systematic theology. I'm glad you do, but you don't need to know that. This morning, you don't need to know whether or not you're an Arminian or a Calvinist. I'm glad if you know that distinction, but that's not necessary for you to know. You need to only know this morning who he is, what he has done, and you need to trust him that he will do for you what he has promised to do for all of those that come to him. He is able, the Bible says, to save them that come to God by faith. See, he ever lived to make intercession. If you come to him and he casts you aside, you'll be the first one that he's ever cast aside. Though millions have come, the songwriter said. There's still room for one. I want you to know that when Jesus Christ died, he died for the sins of the whole world. And he stands, the Bible says, with hands outstretched to a gainsaying and disobedient people. All the day long, the Bible says that he tenderly and compassionately calls for you to come unto me. And he promises you, I will give you rest. The salvation that you so earnestly desire, the salvation that you wish you could work for and change your life and conform and could gain in some way, shape, form, or fashion through your own works and merits today. Jesus says the only way you can get it is simply by coming to me, and I'll give it to you all by grace. So that the ages of ages of ages to come, we'll stand with the church glorified in the sing of heaven. And we'll sing, worthy is the Lamb that was slain. Because Jesus Christ has done it all for us. Let's stand this morning.